There's a race so wild, it shuts down an entire island. Riders hit over 320 kilometers per hour on public roads, inches from stone walls, houses, and lampposts. No safety barriers, no second chances. Just man, machine, and madness. That's the Isle of Man TT, the most dangerous motorcycle race in the world. Number 1. Heritage and authenticity. The Isle of Man TT started in 1907, back when bikes barely hit 60 kilometers per hour and roads were made of gravel and dust. Riders wore wool sweaters, leather caps, and goggles. No helmets, no safety gear. The course ran through open countryside and small villages, with locals stepping out of their houses to watch racers fly past their front doors. It wasn't a big event back then, just a handful of riders chasing speed for the love of it. Now, more than a century later, the TT has evolved but not lost its edge. The bikes are faster, the suits are safer, and the crowds are massive. Yet the roads are still the same, narrow, bumpy, and brutal. The same corners that challenged riders in 1907 still test them today. Number 2. The ultimate test of skill and nerve. It's a 37.73-mile course, over 200 corners, where riders hit speeds over 300 kilometers per hour. There's no margin for error, no pit strategy to save you, no runoff areas to catch mistakes, just stone walls, curbs, and cliffs waiting inches away. You're tucked behind the windscreen, your body shaking from the speed, and all you can see ahead is trees and narrow roads. The front tire lifts over bumps. The bike twitches at every gust of wind, and you can't flinch. Not even once. And here's the wild part. They memorize the whole thing. Every corner, every bump, every blind crest. Because here, the clock doesn't matter. It's not about who's faster, it's about making it back in one piece and beating your own fear. So what drives them to do it anyway? What makes someone look at a 37-mile course filled with blind corners and concrete walls and say, yeah, I'm ready for that? Number 3. Life between the races. When the crowds go home and the engines fall silent, TT riders go back to normal life. Most of them aren't rich or famous. They're mechanics, engineers, or everyday people who work all year just to afford another chance to ride the mountain course. You'll find them in small garages late at night, fixing up their bikes with used parts and borrowed tools. Some tune engines behind their houses, others rebuild their machines from scratch. When TT season comes around, it feels like coming home. They camp near the track, cook simple meals, share laughs with old friends, and talk about corners and weather. Number 4. The teams behind the madness. Behind every bike flying down that narrow road is a team that's poured their hearts into it. These people don't just work on machines, they live them. From the big names like Honda, Yamaha, and BMW to small privateer teams working out of tiny garages, everyone's chasing the same dream, to make it to race day. For some, it's a full-time job with data, testing, and technology. For others, it's long nights in a shed, hands covered in grease, running on coffee, and pure passion. The mechanics, the engineers, even the friends who help load the van, they're all part of the story. When the bikes line up at the start, it's not just the rider's moment. It's theirs too. All those sleepless nights, busted parts, and last-minute fixes come down to a few minutes on the road. And whether they finish first or last, everyone standing in that paddock knows one thing. They earned it. So what is it that gives this place its soul? Is it the people, the legends, or the mountain itself, watching over them all? Number 5. A community like no other. The TT isn't only about bikes and riders, it's about people. Every summer, this tiny island transforms completely. The population doubles as fans from all over the world flood in. Riders, families, lifelong enthusiasts. You'll see people sitting on stone walls, in fields, and even on rooftops waving flags and cheering for every rider that flashes by. There's no VIP box or luxury setup. It's all raw, genuine passion. Everyone's equal here. It's heart over hype. The energy? It's electric. Because everyone understands what's at stake. The risk, the courage, and the respect. Number 6. The danger and the respect. The truth is, the Isle of Man TT is dangerous. There's no sugarcoating it. Over 250 riders have lost their lives since the first race in 1907. That number alone says it all. But every single rider who lines up knows the risk. They accept it. Because for them, danger doesn't take away from the race. It gives it meaning. In a world obsessed with safety, rules, and perfection, the TT stands as a reminder that courage still matters. These riders aren't chasing death. They're chasing life at full throttle. Maybe it's not about danger at all. Maybe it's about proving something deeper to themselves. Number 7. The legends who made it eternal. The TT has created legends, real flesh and blood heroes. Names like Joey Dunlop, John McGuinness, Peter Hickman, and Michael Dunlop. These aren't just racers chasing trophies. They're warriors who faced pain, loss, and fear, yet keep coming back for more. Each one carries a story carved into the mountain roads. Stories of brutal crashes, impossible comebacks, and moments that made history. Take Joey Dunlop, for example. He didn't just win 26 TT races, he became a national treasure. Not because he wanted fame or money, but because he represented something pure. He fixed his own bikes, he raced in the rain when others wouldn't, and no matter what happened, he always took time to smile, to shake hands, to connect with the people who loved him. Every rider who rolls up to that start line knows exactly what's at stake. They're not just racing for themselves, they're keeping a promise alive, a promise to the past, to the legends before them, and to the spirit of motorcycling that refuses to die. Number 8. Why it's good for motorcycling. These days, racing feels a bit too clean, too polished. Everything's about data, sponsors, and being perfect. But the Isle of Man TT? It's not like that. It's raw, it's loud, and it's real. The TT isn't about fame or money. It's about the love for riding, that deep, crazy passion that makes you want to keep going even when it's hard. It's where courage meets creativity, where riders and machines push each other to the limit. And somehow, even with all the danger, it still moves the sport forward. It keeps that old school spirit alive, the one that made people fall in love with bikes in the first place. Every year when the TT happens, you can feel it. New riders watch, get inspired, and start dreaming. They want to be there one day, chasing that same feeling their heroes once had. That's why the Isle of Man TT matters. It keeps the soul of motorcycling alive, real, raw, and full of heart. So next time the TT rolls around, take a moment to watch. Feel it. Because events like this, they don't just entertain, they inspire. If this story made you feel something, drop a like, share it with someone who loves bikes, and hit that subscribe button for more stories that celebrate what makes motorcycling special.